I'm Dr. Mike Mewing, an orthodontist and leading expert in orthotropics. Today, I'm here to introduce you to mewing, a technique I developed that can naturally grow the bone in people's faces without resorting to expensive surgery. Mewing is about more than aesthetics. It's a path to a healthier breathing and a better aligned facial structure. My father and I know that posture can massively affect facial growth because of the decades of transformations we've been able to achieve in our clinic with both children and adults. Mewing is an invention I created by improving on my father's postural techniques called the Tropic Premise and combining it with physiotherapy, vocal therapy, and myofunctional therapy to create a method that not only enhances your facial structure and breathing, but does so in the most natural and subconscious way possible. It's about retraining your whole body to adopt postures that promote health and beauty. Through sharing the story of how I developed mewing, I hope to illuminate the profound impact of posture on facial development. Remember, science isn't just about exact answers. It's a journey of exploration, trial, and refinement, leading to practical solutions that anyone can use. The Tropic Premise. The journey towards understanding the influence of posture on facial development began with my father's work in functional appliances. These devices aren't just for straightening teeth like braces. They're designed to modify jaw position to ensure proper bite alignment. He noticed something fascinating. The patients who maintained closed mouth posture naturally developed well-defined forward-growing facial structures. In contrast, those who habitually kept their mouths open often experienced downward facial growth. This observation was pivotal. It led to the development of our BioBlock appliance series, which doesn't just change the shape of the jaw, but guides its growth. The first stage of BioBlock expands the upper jaw to accommodate the tongue, creating adequate space. Then, the subsequent stage focuses on training the individual to keep their mouth shut, which we feel is essential for healthy facial development. My father encapsulated these insights into what we call the Tropic Premise: lips together, teeth together, and tongue on the roof of the mouth. This simple guideline outlines the ideal oral posture. Let's break it down. Firstly, placing the tongue on the roof of the mouth acts as a natural guide for the upper teeth alignment, much like a stake supports a plant's growth. This posture also gently presses the palate's sutures, facilitating expansion and forward facial growth. Secondly, maintaining a butterfly bite where the teeth touch lightly is crucial. This light contact promotes nose breathing and keeps the lower jaw teeth in proper alignment by locking with the upper jaw. This is why we believe the teeth have grooves in them, acting as a natural lock to keep the jaws in place. Also, keeping the teeth in light contact minimizes muscle strain, preventing facial bloating and teeth grinding. Lastly, the lips should lightly touch with minimal effort to complete the optimal facial posture. This gentle lip seal contributes to the balanced muscular development of the face and prevents the teeth from flaring forwards. In theory, the third stage of the BioBlock appliance series, designed to train individuals to keep their mouths closed, shouldn't be necessary if they can follow the Tropic Premise consistently and adopt it as their normal oral posture. However, ingraining this habit has proved to be a significant challenge, often being the most extended phase of our treatment process. And even though our results are apparent, we haven't been able to get the funding required to conduct studies to validate these treatments or see if they have significant health benefits. The dilemma led me to a pivotal question. How can we ensure that individuals naturally and subconsciously maintain their tongues against the palate, enabling effortless facial improvements without reliance on devices? Posture should be about balance. It shouldn't require effort to maintain. And what effects do other postural techniques have on improving facial growth? We know that the Tropic Premise is based partly on oral muscle posture. So, I thought it was probably a good idea to investigate myofunctional therapy deeper. My father had already done this and distilled it down to a very basic level. I wanted to see what might we have missed. Myofunctional therapy. Myofunctional therapy is a series of exercises designed to strengthen the muscles of the face, mouth, and tongue. These exercises target issues with speaking, eating, and breathing. In my exploration of myofunctional therapy, I attended lectures by leading experts such as Barbara Green, Joy Moeller, and Sonia Coulson, as well as reading textbooks, particularly that of Daniel Garliner. These practitioners share a consensus on the importance of nose breathing, lip seal, and tongue positioning on the roof of the mouth, all aligning with the Tropic Premise. However, one notable divergence was in the approach to achieving a proper lip seal. While some, like Daniel Garliner, advocated strengthening lip muscles, my perspective is this can lead to unnecessary strain, causing the muscles to overdevelop. A natural lip seal should occur with minimal effort, provided the teeth are in light contact, creating natural hollow cheeks. One of the largest contributions on the significance of myofunctional therapy is with a study conducted by expert Joe and Mark Moeller, which led to a meta-analysis at Stanford University showing how these methods had a significant reduction on sleep apnea index by about 50% in adults and 62% in children, demonstrating the power of simple, non-invasive exercises to gain significant health benefits for people. One critical aspect of facial development impacted by poor oral posture is the maxilla or upper jaw. An underdeveloped maxilla can lead to a narrowed airway, exacerbating breathing problems. Given the paramount importance of breathing to overall health, addressing these issues is critical. Studies have shown that severe sleep apnea can triple the risk of mortality from all causes. Vocal coach. My journey then led me to Angela Kane, a vocal coach who developed the voice gym technique and introduced me to a technique I'd never heard before in myofunctional therapy. Angela showed me the significance of the back third of the tongue. This part of the tongue, when activated, helps us maintain its posture on the roof of the mouth subconsciously. The front of the tongue uses conscious movement to allow for speech. However, the back third is unconscious, allowing for swallowing without thinking about it. Similarly, the lungs and back third of the tongue are made of the same tissue called endodermal tissue, which performs subconscious actions in the lungs for continuous breathing. I was particularly intrigued by exercises related to the back third of the tongue, like the cheesy swallow, which helps patients identify the back third of the tongue and place the whole tongue on the roof of the mouth, allowing the alignment of the back and front teeth. The back third of the tongue not only helps in aligning the back of the teeth and maintaining their width, but also reminds the front of the tongue to stay on the roof of the mouth by engaging the subconscious. I then improved on this technique by remembering what my father had told me about negative pressure in the mouth. This was a concept that was widely debated by my grandfather in the 1920s, where the tongue should sit in the mouth and that you should create a vacuum in your mouth so that the tongue sits naturally glued to the palate. I then combined the cheesy swallow and multiple swallows multiple times to create a vacuum in my mouth, where I found that it was effortless in keeping my tongue upwards even while sleeping. I showed this exercise to a patient, and she pointed out that activating the back third of the tongue raised the skin under her mouth, removing her double chin. This suggested an upward movement of the hyoid bone. This finding was significant, as it indicated the potential for the back third to reduce sleep apnea and snoring by elevating the airways. In my pursuit For discovering proper oral posture, I also experimented with body posture and wanted to find if there was a relationship between body posture affecting facial development. Physiotherapy. As an orthodontist deeply invested in understanding the intricate links between posture and facial development, I found invaluable insights in physiotherapy. My mother and sister, both physiotherapists, played a pivotal role in this exploration. Rosie, my sister, introduced me to the work of Mackenzie, a renowned New Zealand physiotherapist. His studies on modern sedentary lifestyles revealed common postural issues like anterior pelvic tilt, slumped shoulders, and forward head posture. He developed a technique called the Mackenzie chin tuck, aimed at rectifying forward head posture by increasing neck mobility and length. When I tried this technique, I noted that tucking my chin helped the position of the back third of my tongue, whereas extending my neck inhibited the position of the back third. However, Rosie cautioned me against overusing the neck muscles with these exercises. At around this time, another physiotherapy friend sent me an article showing me the neural relationship between the deep postural muscles of the neck and the back third of the tongue. And it occurred to me that while most bones in the body are supported by muscles, the front of the neck lacked muscular support due to the need for an open airway. This gap, I realized, could be filled by the tongue when correctly positioned on the roof of the mouth, supporting the head from falling forwards. This revelation was a breakthrough. It underscored the role of the tongue's back third, not only in supporting forward maxillary growth and maintaining subconscious tongue placement, but also in aiding neck alignment and posture. This supported the natural posture theory, whereas the tongue belongs on the palate rather than resting in the lower jaw. Thomas Meyer's work in Anatomy Trains further illuminated this connection between the tongue and overall body alignment. He challenged the traditional view of muscle isolation, proposing that muscles usually work in unison across the body. His concept of the deep front line, a fascial sheath extending from the tongue to the big toe, suggested that aligning the body correctly could impact facial growth. This holistic view aligns with observations of our ancestors, who naturally exhibited well-aligned teeth and robust posture without orthodontic interventions or structured exercises. This ancestral lifestyle involved low-level, long-duration physical activity, unlike today's high-intensity, short-duration workouts. This consistent, natural movement contributed to their well-toned physiques, evident in this individual, who has never required gym workouts to maintain fitness, and yet boasts a remarkably toned body with well-defined abs. A key factor contributing to their robust physical condition was posture. In our modern lifestyle, common postural habits like hunching forwards can lead to an imbalance in muscle development. This forward slouch tends to overwork the back muscles while leaving the front muscles undeveloped. Such imbalances not only cave in the chest, potentially constricting the airway, but also fail to engage the chest muscles adequately, distributing the equilibrium of body tension. Similarly, their abdominal strength was a byproduct of balanced posture. Without the anterior pelvic tilt that's often seen today, their abs and back muscles cooperatively supported their spine. This synergy prevented the protrusion of the abdomen, commonly seen as a beer belly or baby butt, ensuring a flatter, more toned stomach. The way our ancestors ate also played a crucial role. Their diet consisted of tougher, chewier foods that demanded more extensive chewing. This not only worked the jaw muscles thoroughly, but also promoted natural jaw alignment and overall healthy body posture. This understanding of ancestral posture and muscle balance has profound implications. It underscores the importance of maintaining a natural, balanced posture in everyday activities, which can lead to a significant improvement in physical appearance and overall well-being. Barefoot walking. Intrigued by this ancestral model, a Mewer named Jay introduced me to toe spreaders and barefoot walking, aiming to replicate ancestral walking patterns. Initially, I found this challenging, but by integrating mewing with active engagement of the tongue's back third, using this to hold my head further back, balanced on top of my spine and neck, I found that this made barefoot walking more intuitive and led to the development of a new postural technique, the abs walk, designed to leverage body posture in influencing facial growth and chewing exercises while walking your way to a six-pack. Concluding discoveries and accomplishments. My exploration of physiotherapy, vocal coaching, and myofunctional therapy culminated in a profound understanding of how integral posture is to facial development. Mewing, a technique I developed, isn't just about changing the way we hold our tongues. It's about a holistic way to posture that benefits our entire body. My key contribution I've made to the field is figuring out why the roof of the mouth is the tongue's natural postural position, discovering and understanding the importance of the back third of the tongue, and coming up with techniques to align both oral and body posture with the minimum of effort. The moral of this story is that the power of curiosity and the importance of questioning why before trying to correct something. In science, understanding the why is crucial. It's not just about finding immediate solutions, but about digging deeper to uncover the root causes and working towards holistic, sustainable changes. I hope this exploration into the development of mewing has inspired you to look at your own posture and health in a new light. Remember, small changes in your daily routine can lead to significant improvements in your health and appearance. For those interested in learning more about mewing and how to practice it effectively, I invite you to watch my detailed YouTube guide on how to mew properly. And for personalized guidance and progress tracking, check out our Mewing app. This app is designed to help you get the most out of mewing, with features to support your journey towards a healthier and more attractive facial structure. Stay tuned for our next video, where we will delve into the evidence of how muscles change the shape of bones even after adulthood, showing that it is possible to get changes with mewing in adulthood. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for our channel. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.